Hey guys, it's J Films, and this is my own modified baby sock pattern for knitting. This pattern uses a 5.5mm or size 8 needle. First, make a slip knot. Make 18 stitches on your needle. Purl in every stitch for 4 rows. Once you have 4 rows, alternate between knit and purl in each row for 6 rows. For the next row, purl in the first 12 stitches and then stop. Flip your work around and purl onto the needle with 12 stitches into the first 6 stitches. That is going to count as your first center row. Flip your work around and continue purling in the middle 6 stitches for 5 more rows. Once you have finished the center, flip your work around so the needle with 6 stitches is on the right and insert it into the 6 stitches on the side of the center. Then flip your work around again and purl into each of those 12 stitches. Now that all of the stitches are on one needle, purl in the next row until there are 6 stitches left. Take the needle with 6 stitches and insert it into the 6 stitches on the side of the center. Then flip your work around and purl into those 12 stitches. Purl in the 30 stitches for 6 more rows. For the next row, purl in half of the stitches so that you have 15 stitches on each needle. Hold the sock so that the purl side is facing you and the knit side is on the outside. Then take a third knitting needle or a crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch on each of the knitting needles. Wrap the yarn around the knitting needle or the crochet hook and pull through each of the loops so that there's only one loop left. Then take the stitch off of each of the knitting needles. Again, here's how you do it for the next stitch. At this point, you can either fasten off and use the tail of the yarn to sew the two sides together, or you can use your knitting needle or crochet hook to connect the two sides. With your knitting needle or crochet hook, insert into the first stitch on each side of the sock, then wrap the yarn over the hook or the needle and pull through each of the loops. If you're using a knitting needle, it will be easier if you use your fingers or a second knitting needle to pull the loops over each other. When you are finished, cut the yarn and fasten off. Use a needle to weave in the tail of the yarn. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thanks for watching!